Back to our top story now. Former Vice President Joe Biden facing new scrutiny over revelations that State Department official George Kent testified he raised concerns about Hunter Biden's work in Ukraine way back in 2015. We're just learning about it now. Kent also told lawmakers, House lawmakers, that a Biden staffer, quote, blew him off. Joining me now, Chris Plante, syndicated radio host of The Chris Plante Show, and Ethan Berriman, liberal radio host of Left Coast News. Thank you both for coming on. Great to see you. Ethan, let me just start with you. What will these new revelations from the Kent testimony mean for Joe Biden, do you think?
Well, it's going to be interesting if there's corroborating evidence of any kind. This could be something that continues to feed what thus far has been a completely baseless series of attacks against Vice President Joe Biden. Again, if this holds to be true, this could be something that will be really problematic for the Biden campaign, as he is the front runner, which is why he's getting the scrutiny that he is right now.
Okay, so then, I have to then ask Chris, I mean, you watch this all kind of come out. It's like this drip on Biden. Has he already defended himself enough? Should Biden come out and speak again? And what kind of real effect do you think this is going to have on his campaign?
Well, I mean, I've got to say, if the party issued language is that it's a baseless accusation, that it's been debunked, that there's nothing wrong. The reality is, Joe Biden went to Ukraine to fight corruption, allegedly, and he came home with $1 million job for his son. Now, if that's fighting corruption, then I'm a Ukrainian official. I'm glad to hear that a State Department official has come forward. Are we calling him a whistleblower yet? This is the casual corruption of the ruling class. Joe Biden went to Ukraine, again, purportedly to fight corruption. When he came home, in his back pocket, he had $1 million job for his son. The news media and the Democrats tell us there's nothing to see here. They tell us this because it's kind of normal for Washington bigwigs to get these cushy, comfy jobs wherever they may find them. We know that Hunter Biden never worked in the oil and gas industry. We know he doesn't speak Ukrainian. As far as we know, he's never been to Ukraine. But they tell us this is baseless, it's false. There's nothing false about it. Everything I just said is 100% true, and the fact that we have a corrupt media that's in the back pocket of the Democratic Party is the problem. I'm glad a State Department official has come forward. I'm glad somebody red flagged it years ago. And the idea we're pretending it's no big deal now just shows how corrupt we've become in Washington and in the media.
Well, is it a big deal to voters? I mean, is that what it really does boil down to here, Ethan? Does polling that shows that, in fact, voters don't even care about the Biden issue tell the story?
Yeah, it does, and it's because what Chris said was actually patently false. Even though you can say it as much as you want, Chris, that it's true. But yeah, Joe Biden, because we actually know this because anti-corruption officials in Ukraine have come out and said that Biden was there putting pressure on the top prosecutor because he wasn't prosecuting corruption. It's very clear. It's on the record, and it actually goes back
You're talking about
earlier
something
this year.
else.
So you can make it up what you want. But here's the deal. The Democratic voters see right through the right-wing talking points of people like Chris Plante, and it's not affecting them. What is affecting them is the fact that Elizabeth Warren has made strong arguments. Bernie Sanders is in the campaign still, and the heart attack didn't slow him down. But Joe Biden has 8 years as a vice president that served very well under President Obama, and he's popular with Democrats. So it's not affecting him as far as Democratic voters go.
Go ahead, Chris. You got 15 seconds.
You shifted once again, which is a standard tactic. Joe Biden went to Ukraine to fight corruption. When he came home 3 weeks later, his son was given a job for $50,000 a month in a country that he had never visited, as far as we know, in an industry where he had never worked. You can forget about the rest.
I said 15
that
seconds.
is true, and that's what I said. And it's 100% true.
Your 15 is up. Hey, I got to go. Sorry.